When the Minnesota Fighting Vikings selected Cameron Tiny Dantzler, the Needle, in the third round of the 2020 NFL Draft, the hope was with his length as well as his size, he could fill out, add some muscle, and he could be that true blue outside the numbers cornerback for the Minnesota Fighting Vikings long term. Now, the beginning part of his rookie season, not so much. Go see what DK Metcalf did to him that game in Seattle. But the rest of the way, I mean, the back half of the 2020 season, Dantzler as well as A.J. Terrell were probably the two best performing rookie cornerbacks that season. Fast forward to 2021, so the Vikings, in their infinite wisdom, decided to go veteran, bringing in Patrick Peterson, bringing in Bashaud Breeland, bringing in Mac Alexander. So Dantzler's role was really cut off, right? And he definitely voiced his displeasure, but it was what it was last year. He didn't play very well, but this year, even though the Vikings drafted an Andrew Booth Jr., even though the Vikings drafted a Caleb Evans and brought back Patrick Peterson, I still think that Dantzler has a chance to really thrive. And Chris Thomas and Pioneer Press spoke with Cameron Tiny Dantzler, and there's some really good nuggets here, so we want to go through. Thomas and Pioneer Press, go. Vikings cornerback Cameron Dantzler was 182 pounds as a rookie, 185 last year, and is now 191. I've gained weight. I'm stronger and I'm faster. I'm getting my body right. I use the offseason to get better. I've got a nutritionist. I'm lifting weight. So he's getting after it. And that's the thing about Dantzler. He does have the frame where he can add some size, add some muscle, and as long as he's not sacrificing speed, which don't go off his combine 40, by the way. He was injured. His pro day one was a lot better. So if you look up his spider chart or his RAS, it's completely out of whack. But he's a great athlete. He's got great length. He's got good instincts. He just needs a little bit of polish. And now that he's adding weight, I mean, we've seen that Dantzler it ain't scared in terms of run support. So he will get after it, but you do worry about durability given his frame size. But now that he's added some muscle, it's good to see. Next up, talk about last year, man. Dantzler said it was kind of frustrating. Zimmer continued to start Bashaud Breeland despite his struggles. Bashaud Breeland is ass. Thank you, last year. Last year was kind of a roller coaster season, but I've gained my confidence back. New staff, fresh start. I just want to show what I can do this year. On his "I'm tired of biting my tongue about this whole situation" tweet after week 3, Vikings Cam Dantzler said, "That was just a young me, a little frustration, but I meant no harm by it." Zimmer said he would be talked to about that tweet, but Cam said coaches never brought it up. Of course, that's on brand. And the tweet in question was, "I'm tired of biting my tongue about this whole situation for real." Basically, Bashaud Breeland started opposite of Patrick Peterson and was just torched, basically the entire season. He did improve as the season went along, but he was done dirty by Jamar Chase. He was done dirty by A.J. Green, and it was just not a good start of the year. Zimmer was supposed to be this cornerback guru, right? And also it's very on brand that Zimmer said that he talked to him and then he just never did. This young player who has a lot of potential and is clearly displeased, we'll take care of that, but then just ignore it. I mean, the problem will go away. Right. In terms of changing his number, so he wore 3 in Mississippi State. He wore 27 the first 2 years here. But, of course, Jordan Berry, the punter, who revived his career, former Pittsburgh Steeler, wore number 3. Here's what happened in the swappy swap. Jordan Berry wore 3 last year, but agreed to give it up and take 16 if Dantzler pays for 10 to 12 of his family members to get 16s with Berry on the back. So that should cost a few thousand. So that's no big deal. Most of these number switches, I mean, some of them can get extravagant. Some of them are, whatever. And now with Jordan Berry taking 16, that must have been what they're talking about when Lewis Cine came in as a rookie, where he wore number 16 at Georgia, but it said that number 16 was spoken for, and now we have some clarity on that. Now, I thought that Matt Castle was coming back, but apparently Jordan Berry's it, and Lewis Cine is going to be wearing number 6. But in terms of what's going to happen in the competition, bring in Andrew Booth, batting Andrew Booth start. When we drafted him, I was excited. I was glad to add some firepower in the secondary. He's a great player, and I'm going to love competing with him. Whoever starts, it's whatever helps the team win. It's going to be a great battle. And he's talking about it like there's only one spot open, which, Patrick Peterson, he's a veteran, been there, done that. I understand you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I think eventually the 2 starting cornerbacks for the Vikings could be Cameron Dantzler as well as Andrew Booth Jr. I think Sean Don Sullivan's going to be working it from the slot, at least to start. And then you got Caleb Evans. So at least I mean, the Vikings have 3 young, long, lengthy, solid outside cornerbacks who are going to soak up all this knowledge from Patrick Peterson. Are going to soak up all this information and knowledge from Durante Jones, as well as Ed Donatello, who has a secondary background. So Booth, Dantzler, Evans, let's go, man. And I have a soft spot for Cameron Dantzler. I really liked him at Mississippi State. I'm glad that the Vikings got him. Frankly, his draft stock plummeted because of his bad combine, which is great. I mean, he probably easily could have been an early day 2 selection. The Vikings got him in round 3. So now it's time for him to pan out because it's been a rocky road. We've seen the potential. We've seen him crash and burn. We've seen him complain about playing time, justifiably so, by the way, because we also saw Bashad Breeland Johnson out there, man. But future's bright. I mean, cornerback what was an issue heading into the offseason, but bringing back Peterson and then drafting Booth and Evans to pair with Dantzler and Harrison Hand and Chris Boyd, I mean, you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling pretty damn good about the Vikings cornerback room, and you're feeling good about Cameron Dantzler in year 3. But that's it. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts on Cameron Tiny Dantzler, ready to rock and roll in 2022. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.